as the output mindset.
Today I'm going to share with you is 4 principles to study well and retain everything that you have read. The first tip is learn. I know you have heard it before and you are doing it each and every day. You are learning. But what makes a difference is how you learn. There is different type of learning, which is deep learning and shallow learning. Shallow learning is what most of us are doing because most of the time we do multitasking instead of single tasking. When you are reading, your phone is with you, and whenever there is a notification, you attend to it immediately. This change your momentum. This take you from your active learning and make your learning a shadow learning. When you are reading without maximum attention and concentration, then you are learning with shadow learning and not deep learning. So deep learning means having a good concentration and attention while learning. Cultivating this habit make your input better, and this will help your output as well. So this leads me to the second tip of today, which is to reflect. So while learning, you should take some time to reflect on what you have read. Like, just take a little break and think of what have I learned so far, able to put into my brain. So this will help you a lot in remembering after learning. So when you reflect on what you have read and you are able to get most of it and repeating the same process till you finish reading. This leads me to the third one, which is implements. Implement means practicing. Practice what you have learned in a practical way. You read about projectile in physics. So how are you going to apply them? You already know that throwing a basketball into the net is a means of projectile. So when you go out to make a practical view of what you have learned, to practicalize them and also solving so many questions, that means you are practicing and practicing and practicing. This will help you to remember very, very much. And this is the ultimate tips which I'm going to share with you after these 4 tips. The fourth tips is share. After learning, try as much as possible to explain it to someone. If you don't have a friend to explain to, then you can explain it to yourselves. This which I promise to share with you is while reading, while studying, let your output to be more than input. What do I mean by output? Output is your reflection, your implement, and your share. You will see that this process take 3 out of the 4 tips, the 4 process you need to take to learn. Why learning is the input. After learning something, try as much as possible to get at least twice output of the input. Try to do more output. Try to practice more. Try to record. Try to implement. Try more times, twice as much as you spend in inputting. And that is the mistake that we make this time around, in which we add this A into our brain, we add this to our brain, we listen to podcasts, we watch video, we read news, we read newspapers, and every input into your brain, we never learn that you are unable to recall what you have read. So these are the ultimate tips which will be helpful for you to study effectively. Thanks for watching.